What's up, gang? We are live here today, and we're gonna see how this goes here. Not sure how the signal is over here, but we're gonna be working it to the best of our ability. Let me see here. Just checking the microphone and all of everything that I need to do here as far as this live is concerned. So, um, I'm here. I am the author of The Confessional Killer. Okay, I am Sal Blue, and I'm gonna talk to you guys today about the book, man. To get you guys excited, to get you guys ready to purchase the Confessional Killer, and not just the Confessional Killer. Two other, I have two other books. Well, I have another book in the series, Echoes in the Confessional, and I have one on the way. So, if you guys are into murder mysteries and stuff like that, I got, I really got something that you guys can be excited about, and I think I really put something together really good this time. So, as I pipe down my little creative music. That's what it is for me, creative music. I'm going to just talk about the book a little bit, right? Because that's what this channel is going to be about. This channel is going to be about just me talking about my creative process and the book and how I went about developing the character of Detective Darius Blue. So, um, if you guys want, we'll have um, an open chat session, and we will talk about whatever you guys want to talk about when it comes to Detective Darius Blue. So, I know this channel is new, right? I know this channel is new, and I really haven't advertised it yet. So, because I just created it today, but we will be getting started. We will be getting started on a regular live weekly chat as I develop new books in the series. And I'm going to give you guys firsthand to see my development process because that's what it's about, right? Not only is it about the character that you guys want to know about, it's also going to be about the author. So I want to talk about myself and my journey to get here to write. And I have to admit, um, my journey is not easy. Not easy journey. It is all over the place, and I still have a lot of growth to do. A lot of growth to do when it comes to my life. So I guess the most important thing for me is to continue to try, continue to make mistakes, and hopefully learn something from all of these mistakes that I'm making because I do make a lot of mistakes. I must admit, I do make a lot of mistakes, but I am one to admit that I do make a lot of mistakes. Now, the mistakes that I make in my personal life and growth, I try to try to make them up in business, man. Try to make them up in business and creativity, because I think that I grow more in my productivity as an author, as a worker, as a creator, than I do in my personal life journey. And those are just deep rooted hurts and pains that I need to grow from. So, you know, hopefully the people in my life will be understanding. And if they're not, then hopefully when it's all said and done and they've gone their way, hopefully they'll be forgiving of me. So, uh, and hopefully they'll see who I am truly in heart after I'm gone, because that's all we could hope at the end of the day, right? It's just for somebody to see you as you truly are in heart, not from all the mistakes that you made, not from all the things that you've done, but where your heart truly is. So that is my rant about me. 28 years in law enforcement, and I retired from that job, and I'm still going strong when it comes to the world of security. I'm still doing security for the last 10 years since my retirement. So armed security at that. So it's not like I took my foot off the gas when it came to working. I'm just I like to be around people. I like to be around people. I hate to be isolated, and I think that that is the problem with a lot of issues that I have in my life. Right, just not wanting to be isolated, just because I don't know trauma, whatever it is, it just cuts too deep, and so um, I need to fuel myself in order to be as creative as possible. But after years of 28 years of law enforcement, um, I needed just more. I needed more for my life. I felt that being in law enforcement, and as hard as it was, and as many things as I have done throughout my career, I still feel like I settled. I still feel like I didn't reach the pinnacle of who I needed to be. I just didn't do it. And so, because I feel like I never reached the pinnacle of who I needed to be, um, I left dissatisfied. I left dissatisfied, unhappy, and what I saw was there was nothing else that I can gain from being in law enforcement. There was nothing else I can gain. So I needed to move on, and I needed to try something new. So um, my development as far as Catholic suicides is concerned, that was my first novel that I thought I was going to write 20 years ago. Right, did tons of investigation and research. I visited churches in New York. I talked with detective units in New York City. I even talked with the bad guys. I talked with people who are um, well, we won't say mobsters, but people who did underhanded things, and just tried to get the why of why they did it and what motivated them, other than money, because some of them had all the money that they needed and they did it anyway. So I conducted a series of interviews over the years, and what truly happened at the end of all of that was end up not finishing the book Catholic Suicides. So here I am today, 2025, August, and I have already written two out of my 15 novels in the Detective Darius Blue series. And the first one is The Confessional Killer, which I'm going to read a little bit of it today. And the next one is Echoes in the Confessional. And right now, slated to be number three as I write it is The Reluctant Witness, which I won't, that one probably won't be out until the end of September. So that is what we're talking about here when it comes to writing and growing is concerned. You know, um, and I wish that uh, people could see my creative side of me, and not harp on my flaws, because that's the stage that I'm at in my life. I'm at a stage in my life where I've made a lot of mistakes, and because I've made a lot of mistakes, I've hurt a lot of feelings, you know, and I need a lot of growth. And so through my writing, I am trying to grow and give back. And that is what drives me, because I truly want to grow. I truly want to be more. I truly want to give value. I just don't feel like I've given enough value in my life. You know, I just feel like I haven't. So today, what we're gonna do? We're gonna read a little bit of The Confessional Killer. If you guys have not grabbed this gripping detective murder mystery novel, I suggest you do it today. Okay, I suggest you do it today. Um, the link, uh, I did not put the link in my bio. Well, the link is in my description, I believe. So, um, if you guys will hop on it and look at my description, I will do it. But I'll also leave the link in the chat. So we'll do that as well. Leave the link in the chat so you guys can see that as well. I did that. Here we go. There you go. All right, so the link is in the chat, man. The link is in the chat, and there we go. So if you want to get any books by me, author Sal Blue, you can do that today. All right. So let's go. All right. First and foremost, let me tell you guys about the table of contents. Right. The table of contents uh, reads as such. Chapter one is, is the first confession. Chapter two is the second body. Chapter three, the whispered confessions. Chapter four, shadows of the past. Chapter five, the killer's message. Chapter six, the third murder. Chapter seven, echoes in the walls. Chapter 8, the son and the sinner. Chapter 9, a confession too late. Chapter 10, the reluctant witness. All right. Chapter 11, false prophets. Chapter 12, blood on the cloth. Chapter 13, the silence between sins. Chapter 14, judgment at St. Michael's. And chapter 15, confessions at dawn. So that is the true makeup of all of this here. And I want to jump into chapter one. We're going to just read chapter one to you guys. We're going to read it in my voice, but I just want you guys to know that when I do put out my audio book, um, it will be a whole lot more professionally done. I've done an audio book in the past, and it is relentless. It is relentless. It is taxing, and it's very difficult. But it was rewarding at the end. So let's do it. Chapter one, the first confession. The church was a beauty to behold. Standing several stories high, it was a testament to a different epoch, one in which several generations had worked in tandem to build an awe-inspiring sights. The greatest thing about works like this were not its scale or size. There were skyscrapers all around to put its tower to shame. Instead, what set it apart was the scale of vision, large enough to join a myriad of men from just as many backgrounds and set them on a single path. That, more than anything else, was what filled Darius with awe. And that is the first chapter. Okay. Um, I I had to jump back into my book, my print version, and go through it over and over again because I realized that um, I spelled Darius with two R's instead of one. So I have to go back and I actually fixing that in my original book, and I'm also going back and fixing. I misquoted the Bible, and my dad would be so upset with me. I misquoted the Bible, and I meant to say verse 27 instead of verse 26. So verse 27 through verse 28 instead of verse 26. So you guys will, if you guys brought the earlier versions of my book, you will see that. And if you didn't, you will get the corrected version. And that is what I'm working on, guys, the corrected version. So we will go through that again. We will make that happen. And that is it. So this live is a little short today. Um, I will probably get on later on tonight, but I just wanted to see how this stream was going to go today. I really didn't have anybody on the stream because I didn't advertise it, but I will be advertising it in the future, and I will be talking about my book. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.